Hi everyone, I'm Gab, and I'm your #ThanksToCamp friend. In a couple of minutes, I'll be taking you on a tour of our ThanksToCamp.org website. I'll be going over how you and your team can use our marketing toolkit so that you can build your very own customizable campaign. But first, I want to share with you my passion. I'm passionate about helping you get your camp story out there. I want campers, staff members, families, fundraising endeavors, governments, not only to know about your organization, but are inspired by the things that you do at your camp. You know, I've always felt that camps were like a best kept secret. Not everyone knows about the benefits of camp, and if you did have the chance to attend camp, it was always hard to explain the impact that that experience had on your life. Now, used on its own, #ThanksToCamp is a marketing campaign, and it is a great marketing campaign. But when we all use it together, it shifts from a marketing campaign into a movement. It's sometimes hard to maybe imagine how a little hashtag can have such a large impact. But I like to think of hashtags like a flashlight. The more people that use #ThanksToCamp when sharing their camp stories, the more stories light up a path. And so together, these paths can lead to educating families, policymakers, and generating public awareness of the important role camps can play in our world today. In the past, we have hosted a #ThanksToCamp month. This has allowed us to come together as a community and share our stories. And boy, did we ever come together like camp people do. With our efforts in 2021, 2.4 million people saw #ThanksToCamp posts in their news feeds around the world. So here at ICF, the International Camping Fellowship, we want to build off of that wonderful foundation. And so this year we have created a customizable campaign so that you can get the most out of #ThanksToCamp all year round. You no longer have to wait for that 1 month out of the year to tell your story. So moving forward, we're asking you to do two things. One, assign a couple of staff members to become ThanksToCamp ambassadors. These are staff members that are passionate about your camp and want to get that story out there. They're people that already work for you, or maybe they volunteer a couple of times during the summer. They will need, at the very minimum, an hour. Yes, an hour is enough time to create your very own campaign. But you, with the ambassadors, can decide how much time you want to put into your campaign. We'll go over that in just a moment. The reason why I'm saying this is I'm speaking to you, camp directors, and I'm a camp director as well. You do not have the time to prioritize marketing. And this is one of the things that are so difficult for camp directors is to do marketing. That's because you're doing other very important things. Marketing is extremely important in camps, but in the moment, at that time, camp directors, this program can't reside just on your shoulders. Share the wealth. Share this video with your ambassadors, and maybe it's something that they can put on their resume, a little extra incentive. Also, what we're asking is for you to get one other camp to join. Now, this marketing campaign will only become a movement once other people join. And I love being part of an industry that lifts each other up. So number one, nominate your ambassadors to do 1 or more hours at camp to gather those stories. And 2, encourage another camp to participate in this movement. Now, I know some of us might be sad that we're not doing the ThanksToCamp month. But to truly get the program out beyond our camp borders and into the consciousness of potential clients, staff members, and policymakers, we have to get as many camps and camp people possible to use hashtag ThanksToCamp. And to do that, we must make it available to everyone all year round. So before jumping into our website, I just want to leave you with this last thought. Imagine if we get every child, parent, staff member, camp, associations to use hashtag ThanksToCamp. Imagine the spotlight it will have on our industry, and imagine the good we can do for a world that will be now part of camp. So, without further ado, let's check out our little website. So here we have our website, which has been like this for the past couple of years, and you'll see some good information on that first page. Our camp video, some wonderful videos that you can share with your families. But where I want to bring you is into Build Your Campaign right here. So if we click on Build Your Campaign, this is so exciting. Here we have a bunch of programs for you to run at your camp and to gather content. We've divided it into 3 categories. So we have time categories, 1 hour, and then a 4-hour commitment, and then a sneak peek 8-hour. I'm going to come to that one in a minute because that one's kind of a surprise. So each of these little programs, you can see how much time your ThanksToCamp ambassadors will be spending on these different programs. So for example, here we have workshop video. That's what we're doing right now. This is a great one. Use ready-to-go posts. So here we have a little bit of a description. Download our ready-to-go posts. And I'm just going to bring you to that because check this out. Ready to go means truly ready to go. You can literally take these images and use them right away in your Insta stories, Facebook feed. They're square or portrait mode, and all you have to do is click on it, and here you have your image, and you can download that. So on a Mac, you would grab and drag and drop. On a PC, you would right click and then download that actual image. So those are your ready to go posts. We have one that is lightning round. Now, when I said you could do this in 1 hour, this is what we're talking about. Assign a staff member to take photos or videos of as many campers as they can in one activity period at camp. Each camper should be holding up the ThanksToCamp sign, which we have included for you right here. When you click on it, see, it's just ready to go. Easy peasy. This makes me so happy. Camp pros, I'm just telling you, we want to make sure that everything is like handed to you as easily, and you can use it as easily as possible. And ambassadors, if you're here listening as well, you make your own signs, but if you just don't have time, print these out, give this to campers during a meal time. They can fill it out, and then during an activity period, you can go around and take videos or pictures. We also have one for last day pick. We've done this with my camp, and it's so wonderful because staff members really are reflecting on their summer, and then just before they leave, we take a picture of them holding up the sign, and all this is described here. If we move on to our 4-hour commitment, and I should say actually, you don't have to, you can pick and choose what you want to do. So you might want to not use the ready and go posts and just be very excited about the lightning round. So you have some camper posts and you have some staff posts. So you can create that as a combo pack if you want. But also you can do the same with our 4-hour commitment time. So customize your social media posts. I really like this because I'm a fan of branding. And so sometimes when you use like official things, it just makes it feel maybe a little bit more official. So this is stuff that you can put right onto your images of campers holding up signs. And you can put this into, use it as graphics on your website. You can actually take testimonials and post them right here. And see, here we go. And you can just use something like Canva or your editing software and put your information on it. But this way you don't have to worry about the design aspects of things. So there's Customize Your Social Media Posts, the Thanks to Camp staff training program. So, hey, check this out. During staff training, there is a whole program that you can run with your staff members. And think about it this way. A lot of us at camp have a lot of don'ts when it comes to social media and comes to our staff members. This is one of those opportunities where we can say, we want you to do these things. So this is a program that has been developed, and as you can tell, the length of the session is between 45 minutes to 60 minutes. We have our objectives, we have our material, and then we have clear instructions for you to follow. We also have one for campers, which we did last year with our campers during a rainy day. So for campers that wanted to participate, they participated in this program, very similar to the layout of the staff training program. So again, you have our objectives and then what material. And then how do we help campers get to their hashtag Thanks to Camp testimonial? It does take a little bit of reflection. We don't necessarily just come up with brilliant things. So this is an opportunity for campers to actually sit down, chat with each other, and then they can craft their own hashtag Thanks to Camp story. And what a wonderful way of creating that reflection for our campers. Also, easy family testimonials. This is wonderful. We want to get that from parents. Parents want to hear from other parents those experiences. Alumni spotlight. Alumni want to help out, usually often, and we can promote with them. One of the ways of helping us out is telling your story. And then best t-shirt ever campaign. This is one of my faves because if your camp is, yes, maybe online, but you want to go a little bit further, why not take your camp t-shirt and on the back print out hashtag Thanks to Camp? And then on opening day, all of your staff can have that t-shirt, and on the back, throughout staff training, they can come up with what their hashtag Thanks to Camp story is. So hashtag Thanks to Camp. I learned how to, what would be a good one for staff? Hashtag Thanks to Camp. I learned how to canoe. Hashtag Thanks to Camp. I learned how to make mistakes. Hashtag Thanks to Camp. I learned how to X, Y, and Z. So parents can look at these shirts, and they're a great way to have conversation starters with families. But also think about it on the last day of camp with your campers. If on their camp shirts, they can fill in their hashtag Thanks to Camp, and when they go home, that's written on their shirt. So such a wonderful marketing opportunity right there. And then lastly, we have create your very own music video, hashtag Thanks to Camp music video. And this isn't out yet. This is going to come within the next week. We're very excited about it, but you can create your own music video and share that with your families. So this is just the start of our customizable campaign. But as you can tell, for me, what I love about this is that for staff members, your ambassadors, like a lot of great camp staff members, I find that they really have a wonderful way of taking an idea and making it their own. And that's what hashtag Thanks to Camp is all about. We want to give you suggestions. We want to support you. And if you don't have time to brainstorm, we want you to have those tools. But at the same time, this marketing campaign / movement can take so many shapes and forms, and we've seen so many camps do that. So if you also are in the midst of doing this program during the summer, and you are finding that your staff are coming up with some really great ideas, share them with us, because then we can put this into a build your own campaign website. For me, there's so many possibilities, and sometimes that can be overwhelming. My suggestion is to stop, pause, choose one of these programs and do it and see where it takes you. The benefit that I have received from #ThanksToCamp and using it within my own camp, there's a side benefit that I didn't expect. The side benefit, when we did it with our campers, I could hear on pickup day in the language of our campers a much clearer way of speaking to their parents about why they loved camp so much. They developed the vocabulary. With my staff members, when they go off to other jobs or when they're writing their resume, it is easier for them to do so. And they have a higher awareness of the value that camp not only brings themselves, but brings others. When we started to involve our parents in #ThanksToCamp, there was information that I was so unaware of what they appreciated about our organization. And they just wanted to share it. So many times our camp families want to support us, but don't know how. The #ThanksToCamp piece is a way of helping people to get a concise way of expressing their experience at camp. Long testimonials sometimes lack direction, lack a point. #ThanksToCamp focuses the energy into the impact that the individual has, and we get to share that with everybody. Camp truly can have a positive impact on individuals and consequently on communities. My goal is to change camps from a best kept secret and change it into something that everybody knows they need to participate and or support. Thank you so much for listening to this video and taking your time to be with me today. I cannot wait to see what you're going to come up with your #ThanksToCamp marketing campaign. Make sure that you do use the hashtag. We'll be supporting you in our social media feeds. Make sure that you're following us on Instagram and Facebook because we're going to be continuously adding to the toolkit so that we can continue to support you. And more importantly, we hope you have a safe summer camp experience. Thank you so much, everybody, and take care.